Okay, today we're going to take another look at how to do the face portrait drawing. I'm having some issues with people doing this the way I would like it done. So I'm going to give you some tips here on how to make this project good. When we look at the face, it's important to remember that the key element of any person's face is in the eyes. The number one thing that we want to look at, the number one thing we want to be aware of is the person's eyes, so we're really going to focus on that. Here I've got my image. I'm going to go ahead and make a paper layer. That's this one right here, and we can call it paper, just like normal. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get out of gradient here and go to the paint bucket. Find me a good kind of papery color over here, something like that. And we're just going to paint bucket that layer like normal. And then I'll turn my opacity down so I can see. Now I'll make another layer to do my drawing. And we'll label this one drawing, or just draw. It's fine. Now I'm going to find a good pencil to use. Go here to the brush tool, and I need to change this here to, I like a large list. And I'm also going to change my brush library down here to dry media. Okay, I'm going to look for my old friend. Where is he? The number 5 charcoal pencil, always my favorite. That's the one I want to use. Now I'm going to change my color over here to basically just a little bit of a gray black. Give it a little bit of a test here. Yep, looking pretty good. So now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the eyes. I'm going to zoom in. That was out. There we go. I really want to look at these like lines, but I don't want to make the eye too much. Let's turn up the paper a little bit more so you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. Okay, I see a really dark section right here. So I'm going to color that in. I'm going to use lines to make this section really dark, because that is what I see. And we want to use the pencil to color in what you see. If you see a dark part, I'm going to make a dark part. It's a little bit lighter under here. I'm going to make a light line that gets a little thicker and a little darker. I don't want to just make a big, ugly oval. I want to actually draw what I see. Again, it's a little lighter over here. Actually, I'm going to lower the opacity on my brush quite a bit so I can press a little harder. Oh yeah, that's better. A little darker over here, a little lighter over here. See how I'm just using lines to draw in the softer parts. Let's take a look at what we have here by turning up our paper layer. You can see my eye is coming along pretty nicely, and I haven't even done the eyeball yet. Okay, let's go back to work. Put that up there. Now let's actually do the eyeball. Very soft, not too much. It gets pretty dark here in the middle. A little bit of an outline. Ooh, that was probably a little bit much. Again, nice, easy strokes. Nothing too serious. Am I going to draw like a big ball in the middle of his eye? No, because that's not what it looks like. Or if it is what it looks like, if that's what you think it looks like, well, that's not going to look very good in your drawing. Now, I'm just going to do a little bit of his eyelashes here to outline the edge of his eye. I don't want to make him too dark. I don't want to make him look like a girl. So, and let's go back now again, and let's turn up our paper layer, see how that looks. That is a pretty good looking eye. Okay, now I want you to be aware now when I go back, I'll do his other eye the same way. I'm also like I'm not going to go real crazy on his nose down here. I'm just going to draw the shadows around his nose. What you do not want to do is this. This is not how you do it. So I'm going to go Edit, Undo. Instead, I'm going to make real soft lines, like so, just to accent the edges of what I see on his nose. Maybe some darker lines down here, darker lines over here, a little bit of the edge there, because there's a little bit of a shadow. I don't want to go too crazy. There's not a whole lot to work with here. And like so, a little bit over there. Now let's take a look at his nose. See how it's coming together? Big, heavy, thick lines are not the option. Okay? Small, short strokes are what's going to make it look good and what's going to make it look like a sketch. You want your eye to look like this. You don't want to do this. This does not look good. It looks like a cartoon. And I just drew it on my paper layer, which is a mistake. So let's get rid of that. Again, you want it to look like this. So remember, work with short, easy little lines, nice, short little strokes. Okay? And it'll come out looking good. All right. Good luck.